Alright, y'all. So, I have been getting these my whole pregnancy. Uh-oh. Trying to leave it on now. I'm back up a little bit. So I'm leaning back a little bit. Mama had missed my period, but Daddy was hitting Mama and making Mama have sex when I didn't want to. And this started happening to Mama. So this is what's going on with this pregnancy. I'm gonna lean back a little bit more. So we have a negative. I'm gonna sit up a little bit. Cause I don't like that. So show these hospitals why Mama came in there asking for the ultrasound, and they already know, but and they was telling me you too small for us to give you the fetal heart monitor. So I had got a fetal heart monitor. If y'all know my story, I've been carrying it for a long time, and I can't get it out. So I need a doctor to help me get it out, but they want to refuse to tell the truth that I'm pregnant because I hurt the daddy in self-defense and he's white. So I had one nurse, she told me in the spirit because they've been leaving me outside trying to starve us, and they know that the baby is alive and they trying to kill it. And she came to me in the spirit, a nurse that was in Conroe, Texas, and she was like, I did detect a small level of HCG in your test, but she was scared of the Ku Klux Klan, I guess, to tell the truth. I had a nurse confirm that I was pregnant because they had put me in the jail. They had put me in the jail for self-defense, and I was bleeding when I came into jail, so I didn't know I was pregnant until I felt the baby moving, and then they took like 2 of these, and it was negative. So I kept feeling the baby moving. And I started requesting the blood work. And then one nurse, she went on ahead and she was telling me that she had had some negative tests when she was pregnant. And she told me to lay back. Hold on. So she had told me to lay back, and she told me to pull down my panties, and she saw that I had the blood. She saw the baby bump. And then she would like lay back, and she put some stuff on my abdomen like some gel. And then she started going over my stomach, and she was like, yeah, she pregnant. And then she told them to take me to the hospital, and she let 2 other people hear the heartbeat and stuff. A doctor confirmed I was pregnant with her in the jail, and another nurse, and they took me to Conroe Regional Hospital. But the Ku Klux Klan had them lie in the hospital based off of another urine sample being negative. And they were saying that my blood work was negative, but a nurse came to me in the spirit and said she did detect a small level of HCG. And then they had refused to do the abdominal ultrasound at Conroe Regional Hospital. I went to Chambers County Clinic in Anahuac, Texas, and they did a urine sample, and she said it was negative, and I started crying, and I was like, it's something that y'all can do. I am pregnant. She was trying to say, you're not, the urine sample is not, positive. And then she tried to call the police on me, and they forced me out for the property pregnant. And then I went to some hospitals in Baytown, and I fell out in front of the hospital because something was going on in my body. I don't know if I was going into labor and I was just scared, but I passed out in front of the hospital. They brought me in the emergency room, and I started laying on the floor, and they told me I couldn't lay on the floor. And then they brought me to a room and said that they did an x-ray and they saw something, but they thought it was my kidney. And I knew it was the baby because I lay on my left side most of the time. But the KKK, they don't want nobody telling the truth that I'm pregnant because I had shot the father in the leg in self-defense. So they have been having everybody say that I'm not pregnant, and they've been trying to abuse it. And it's still alive, so I can't let the hospitals try to play a role like, oh, we just didn't know. It's like, y'all knew. Y'all just didn't want to confirm it because the Ku Klux Klan wanted to be racist to us because I heard a white person. I heard a white man, and it's the daddy. So God said we have a multi-million-dollar lawsuit about the pregnancy, and they riding around chasing me. So, Baytown hospitals told me that I was not pregnant, based off of urine. I don't know if they took blood, I believe, a bunch of blood, and they found out that I didn't have no COVID or nothing and they forced me to leave Baytown Hospital with the baby alive in me. They did an x-ray and said they saw something, but they thought it was my kidney, but it was not. You know how women lay on their left side? They were like, we saw something on your left side. They were like, it looked like it was a swollen kidney. I knew what it was. I knew it was a baby. I just knew nobody wasn't going to confirm that I was pregnant. And so, 2020, I went to St. Luke's Hospital here in Houston, Texas. And when I went to St. Luke's, they had already been chasing me all around, trying to kill the baby and starve us. And then when I went to St. Luke's Hospital, I had called an ambulance. So I was bleeding and starved and pregnant. And I told them that I'm pregnant. They brought me to St. Luke's, and they had it set up to lie. So I had a YouTube channel by this time, and I was telling on YouTube, Andrea Antoinette Jones' channel. I was telling on YouTube, I'll leave y'all the videos. I was telling on YouTube that I was pregnant and that I was bleeding and being abused in Texas for self-defense because I had heard my baby daddy and he was white. And when I got to the hospital, I told the doctor what they had did the baby in jail, lying about the pregnancy, that the baby was alive. And I asked him if he would do a fetal heart monitor or ultrasound, and he refused to do it. He said, your pregnancy test is negative. You're not pregnant. And I said, yes, I am. And so he had a black woman with him, and then he started feeling the police started riding around They trying to set me up. They listening to me telling and trying to set me up with black people over here in KKK as I'm telling. Where y'all at? Don't play with me. Oh, that's the ambulance. They know I'm pregnant and they trying to cover it up over him. And they know what he did. He tried to kill the baby for the KKK in St. Luke's Hospital, and he came up to me and was like, "So where is it tender?" He was like, "Let me feel." I was like, "If you feel like put your hand on it, you can feel the baby moving. You know how they do the abdominal check and they can feel the fetus and everything." So I was trying to get him to do that. And he was like, let me feel it. He was like, where you tender it? And tried to press it. And I said, I'm not tender. I said, I'm bleeding, but I'm not in pain. And then he was like, well, you're not pregnant. He was like, sir, it's extended. Why? Let's find out why it's extended. I grabbed his hand and I moved it. And I am pregnant. Let me get up out of here.